Okay, here we are in lesson 7, and the first thing that you need to do is to study the OpenGL rendering pipeline. It's called a pipeline because it has operations at different stages, and vertices flow through the pipeline from one end to the other, undergoing different transformations. Vertices can have properties like colors and illumination, for example. And also texture coordinates. And at the other end of the pipeline, we get raster display pixels, which are the flat surface that the image is being projected on. The OpenGL method or operator that sets the color is GL color 3F. In essence, each of the methods has GL as a prefix. And 3 means that there are 3 operands, and F means that it's a floating point operand, which means that it can be a fraction ranging from 0 to 1. So 0.5, 0.7 would be legal values. The identity method in OpenGL is used to reset the transformation matrix. Identity means that when you multiply the XYZ coordinates by the identity matrix that you get the XYZ back. After the reset, you can apply additional methods to translate, rotate, and scale individual vertices as they flow through the pipeline. There's a mathematical result that says that whatever combination of translate, rotate, and scale you have, you can combine them into a single multiply of a matrix times the vector representing the XYZ point. There's an example on the listed web page of how to multiply a matrix times a vector. Once the position of the vertices has been set, the stream of vertices can be initiated by a GL begin method, which also indicates what kind of figure is being constructed with the vertices. The vertex 3F method takes an X, Y, and Z coordinate and can be repeated many times to draw points, lines, which are 2 vertices at a time, triangles, which are 3 vertices at a time, or quadrilaterals, which are 4 vertices at a time. The stream of vertices is terminated by calling the GL end method. The GL vertex method can take values greater than 1 and also negative values. Remember that X goes left to right, Y goes up and down, and Z goes in and out. Negative Z goes further away from you, and a positive Z will move an object towards you. Remember to download the new software, m7.zip, and then try the .art space spiral command, which draws a spiral of points, lines, or whatever you want to try out. The M value increases the radius, and the X and Y values rotate the points in a circle, which gives you the effect of a spiral. Try different parameters for GL begin, like points, lines, triangles, or quads. Okay, Fluffy says it's time for game number 2, which I call Melt the Snow People. Basically, there are 30 snowmen on a field. It's a first-person shooter game because you're looking right out of your eyes into the snowmen. Use the arrow keys to navigate, and you have 2 minutes to basically run over the snow people and melt them. If you melt a snow person within the 2-minute limit, you get positive points, and if you go over 2 minutes, then you get negative points. There's a new -K option for the play command for this game. The K option is going to generate a frame number, a 3, indicating that it's a character from the keyboard instead of the mouse, and then you also get the XY position at which the character was typed. We also have a new OpenGL feature called the display list, which basically allows you to generate any OpenGL command, and it's recorded up to the point that you execute a GL in list. Then the recording can be replayed at any time by just executing a call list method. This facility basically saves space and increases speed. The game state for Melter includes time in seconds, which is used to figure out if you've exceeded the 2-minute or 120-second limit. The display list ID, which is generated by the gen list call in the previous example. The angle, which is keeps track of the rotation of your eye around the field of play. The XYZ location, which is where you are, used to figure out if you've run into a snow person. And then the LX and LZ are used to modify the forward and backward motion and basically indicate where you are in the scene. The points is your score. The min variable basically holds 31-bit values, and each of the bit position indicates a snow person. 1 indicates to display it, and a 0 indicates that it's been melted. And then count is the number of snow people left to melt. So you may be looking in a direction in which nothing shows, and this indicates that you need to rotate and find that missing snow person. The Melter game uses a feature called Glue Look At, which basically makes it easy to implement navigation programs. It indicates an XYZ coordinate of where to look, an XYZ coordinate indicating the camera location, and then a value indicating which way is up for the camera. Since even though you have a camera at a location, it could be sideways or upside down or whichever way you want to hold the camera. The program uses a conditional or if statement to test which of the arrow keys is being pressed, left, right, up, or down, and the brackets or braces indicate that you can put multiple statements as the action to be performed if the condition is true. The conditional operators are equal, equal for equal, greater than sign for greater, less than sign for less than, a greater than sign and an equal for greater equal, and a less than sign and equal for less than equal. The next statement is the iteration or repeat statement. The syntax is as listed. In fact, that's the only syntax option that's implemented. It takes a name or variable and decrements it from 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. If it starts at 5, if it started at 6, it would be 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And again, the braces are used to indicate the list of statements that's executed as part of the repetition.